What's going on YouTube? Welcome in. Today we got another beautiful build for you. Today we're building one of our favorite cases you've seen here on the channel lately, the beautiful Thermaltake 380 XL. But today's build's gonna be a little bit different because we're adding in one of our favorite new coolers that we've had here on the channel, the TRYX PANORAMA. And we're not doing just the SC version, we're going to the full-blown high-end version with the beautiful built-in fans and cooling and that beautiful 2K screen that we have on that TRX PANORAMA LCD AIO. We're starting today's build off with a beautiful 9800 XD, which is the best gaming CPU on the market in terms of gaming and price performance right now. We're putting on the tried and true X870E Tomahawk board coming over from MSI. We've got 48 gigs of RAM coming over today from G.Skill on the Trident Z Neo with 6000 CL26 timings because today we're shooting for really high FPS because it's going over to one of the best PUBG pros on the scene right now. We've got a 2TB Gen 5 drive coming over from Kingston as well, and for storage today with the beautiful Kingston Fury G5. Again, we're cooling today's system with the beautiful TRX PANORAMA 360 AIO. And then we've got a total of 10 fans going today's build with the beautiful reverse fans that are on the side coming on the case, the rear exit 120, and then we're adding 3 more reverse fan from Thermaltake in the bottom of the case, which is going to be reverse fans for all that RGB. We won't have any GPU in today's build because the customer actually has an RTX 4090 Gaming X Trio, but we'll boot it all up and so you can see it running, and we'll probably throw one of our shop cards here. We take some photos of it here at the end, maybe a 5080 or something like that. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure the like button helps us with the algorithm. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more beautiful PCs like this end up over in your YouTube feed. You want to catch us live, unedited, raw like it is right now as I record this intro. You join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over at Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints, where we stream around 11 a.m. Eastern. We hope to see you soon. Take a look at all those beautiful parts today.
The thing I don't have on the build station is our CPU. Finally got some tray CPUs from AMD last week. We've been pretty much having to buy a retail pack, so which is, which is not bad, but getting me able to offer CPUs a little bit cheaper to our customers is obviously an end goal that we like to have. All right, let's get started. Why do the lights look so dark back here? Let's get our CPU, our tray CPU. Whew, man, look at this. I'm just getting the standoffs ready. This panorama, like the packaging, we'll look at this in a minute. I'll show you why I think they're one of the best coolers in terms of performance and aesthetic here in a minute, and why I like them. Looking good. Socket looks good. Drop the 9800 XD down on this beautiful X870E Tomahawk board. Honestly, the best board for the price if you're looking for like, I think there's like 2 really good boards right now. In terms of like black and just pure performance. The B650 Tomahawk, you could drop a 9800 XD on and have really good performance. A little bit more stable overclocking and things like that. And longevity-wise, the PCIe 5 would be the X870 Tomahawk. That's why it's our staple. These two boards go hand in hand in terms of reliability, performance, and everything. The Tomahawk is just so hard to beat for the price right now. Like that's why we use this board. And then we use the B650 Tomahawk because it's just a staple, which they are starting to phase out the B650 stink because they're just such a good board for the price. You get around $200, you can run 9800 XD, you got 6000 C26 for a great, phenomenal price. You know what I mean? So, all right, chat. Here we go. Look at this. This is the 360 Panorama from TRYX. Look at the packaging when you open this thing. Just absolutely amazing packaging. Yeah, you are paying a premium for this cooler. Now, this isn't like a Thermaltake cooler at $100. You're paying like anywhere from $240 to $300 for this cooler. But man, you're paying for one of the most premium quality coolers on the market in terms of performance, in terms of looks, aesthetic. Fans I think they've subbed out and worked directly with Noctua for the fans on this thing. I mean, you're getting a high-end AIO for the price. And I'm gonna get out our standoffs for AMD right now. Like the foam they use to keep everything intact. All right, rad screws. Like the reason I like this, it retains the factory screws. It goes right here. You get a really good thermal paste. They call it their thermal grease. It's A01. They call it from TRYX. A really good thermal grease, thermal paste. All the Intel stuff is on the other side. Like it doesn't need a lot to install. Like you'll be able to install this cooler with ease pretty quickly for the average consumer as well, which is nice. All right, standoffs are in place now for the cooler. Let's get our RAM and get our NVMe drive in. It's gonna be next here. There's our beautiful drive, guys. A beautiful Fury Renegade G5. This is again, Gen 5 NVMe from Kingston with speeds up to, as I say here, I think I said 14.7, not 14.48. So 14,700 megabytes per second read-write speed up to. Not consecutive, of course, but definitely juicy speeds. G5 is nice. The Renegade drives are really nice. We're going to be featuring, I don't know if do we have it on our website yet, Corey? AJ, sorry, I was talking to Corey a lot. AJ, do we have it on our website yet? Trident Z5 Neo RGB, 6000 CL20, 2x24 gigs. That's why we have 2x24 gig DIMMs. So 48 gigs of RAM. It's a sweet spot, especially if you're doing dual PC like Tristan will be doing. Gives you an idea who this is going for. We're gonna get right into the case next. Again, beautiful X870 Tomahawk board. Our standoffs are in place on top of that 9000 XTD. The standoffs are in place again for that beautiful TRYX 360 Panorama, one of the best coolers in the market. We've got a 2 terabyte Kingston G5 Renegade drive here, Fury G5 drive. Anyway, it's up to about 15 gigs per second read-write speed, which is absolutely blazing fast. Then we have 2x24 for 48 gigs total of G.Skill Trident Z Neo RAM with Titan 6000 CL26, some speedy RAM there on that beautiful setup. We're gonna slide this aside, get our case out. One of our new favorite cases here. All right, let's go top down, guys. Get this motherboard installed and this beautiful case. Yeah, this is one of the best cases on the market. I think it's like a $130 case. This competes now. They came out with an H9 Flow. I think H9 were looking at the other day. This is like the biggest competitor to the H9 Flow that NZXT has. I think you get a better quality case for the price. I think it's one of the best cases on the market right now. Airflow, the design, the size of it. It's really hard to beat the 380XL. Extremely hard to beat the 380XL. Comes standard with these 3 reverse fans, 1 rear exhaust fan. Again, we're going to add 3 more reverse fans on the bottom, so you have the RGB. TRYX panorama across the top. It'll look absolutely stunning when it's done. If so, is air cooling enough for the 9000 XTD? Yes, you can air cool the 9000 XTD. That should be doing any kind of undervolting, things like that. I would recommend the Thermaltake Assassin Spirit. The Spirit line's the newer, updated Thermaltake coolers. They'll easily handle that. They really do. Thermaltake has come a long way with their case design. They really have. Their towers, we don't use a lot of the towers. Something we could probably do and start building with more. We've used our power supplies over the years. They've been great. Really low RMA rates there. Same thing goes a lot of things. A lot of people recognize that a lot of the parts are usually made by only a select few OEMs. Like power supplies, you have like 4 to 5 OEMs. And then every brand's gonna have a power supply that's either made by like Channelwell Technologies, Seasonic, Great Wall, High Power. There's like 1 or 2 more that make power supplies. But they're like Thermaltake is gonna use like either a Channelwell Technologies or a High Power or a Great Wall power supply. You know what I mean? They're not making their own OEM. They're not the OEM that power supply. They're working with these other brands to contract that out. So like we select really higher end power supplies based on like the Japanese capacitors, a longevity life. We look at like NVMe drives. We like a lot of the endurance, things like that. Those are all things we look at before we put it onto our system configurators on our website. We want something that's meant to last. So like the reason why I use MSI is MSI uses the higher end Channelwell Technology, CWT, power supplies that are out there. Asus uses these really high end Great Wall. I believe Great Wall power supplies, high power. They're not too bad. And then there's like one other one. What was it? It's another one I missed. Motherboard's all in. This is the fun part, chat. I am working on all of the RGB fans that are back here. They give you a humbly-jumbly mess of cables right here. We gotta go through all this. So I'm gonna start clipping and snipping these little twist ties on all the cables. So we get these all dialed in. Our bottom fans next, chat. We have 3 Thermaltake fans going into today's build. They are RGB reverse fans. So you have all the RGB on the bottom of the case. There we go. Get these 3 fans. These Thermaltake fans are really hard to beat for the price. These reverse PWM fans. I believe they're up to, I'll tell you here in a second, I'll tell you what their speeds are. 1500 RPM, yep. Plenty of airflow. Bring air off the bottom of the case while looking really good. Almost done, chat. I'm working on all the RGB fans in the bottom down here, getting all the cables managed. Show RGB right here. Cables are all pretty managed. Now don't ignore my cables up here. These are not the best, but pretty clean so far. For the back, we get the power supply next. Beautiful Asus 1200 watt. It's 24-pin main, PCIe 1 to know the power on the motherboard. We're going to use SATA today. Here's our 12-volt high power for the GPU, CPU 1, CPU 2. The next second 12-volt high power cable, which is nice to have. Sometimes those cables are wonky. Helping a big streamer out the other day who was having problems because his GPU was bad. It was a bad 12-volt high power cable. 1. Up and over. All right, that's good there. 24-pin main will be going next. All in there. Let's get our PCIe next. I'll get everything in the back of the power supply at the end. Auxiliary PCIe power is in. Last one needs to be our 12-volt high power. We're going to plug this into the power supply. We'll run this after. There we go. It's all in there. Get our power supply in the back here. And we're going to get ready to screw this in. So we connect the rest of our cables. All right, onto the cooler we go. Where's the tie in here? Pretty good. The power supply cables looking good. Plenty of room for the GPU cable to come up and around. The 4090. Just going to put the cooler on next. So I'm going to go top down. Bring this panorama cooler in. Okay. All right, it's all screwed down. We need a connector for the cooler, the RGB. There she is, boom. One of the coolest things about these fans that they use, chat, and I'll show you here in a second. It's not gonna be for everybody, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's a magnetic, by the way. Magnetic connection for the fans. It's crazy what they did for TRYX. Connects just like that, boom, done. Actually, I'll spin this around so you can see it in a second. Okay, it's two of those are in. Make sure our connections are good. Up to the side. All right. All good there. Pretty sexy so far. Good, good, good. Let's see it. Also, AJ, it saves me a moment of truth. See how good these the fans interconnect. How good the thermal look with these Noda. What do they call these again, AJ? The fans that come on the TRYX, the Nodas. The Rodas, yeah. Super clean bill, yep. It's a really good case. It's such a good case for the price. Like, you can add 3 bottom like good thermal fans for like $40, $50. Add a really good cooler. You don't have to get like, you don't have to go high. This is like one of the highest end coolers. So you don't have to go with the highest end cooler. You can get another nice cooler, but you go like a high end cooler like this. Even with this case and the cooler, we're around like $450 for all the fans in the cooler. It's hard to do that with Lanely. Like, and make it look this good. Everything's done minus the screen. So you can see this pump has, in a couple more screws, this pump has the built-in fan on it. So this is why it's the difference between this and the SE. The SE has a similar pump without the fan. This is like definitely this is a cooler for like those, definitely those really looking after the best thermals. It's definitely the one for you. Zipping the wires right there off the EIO. Let's look in the USB. They're getting ready to light it up, chat. How do you determine if the fan is push-pull? Can you hook me up with the wrong way to pull it? Hook them up the wrong way. You could hook them up the wrong way, but these are reverse fans on the bottom and reverse fans on the side. So while they look like they're probably exhausting, these are actually intaking air on the bottom and the side. Particularly, you look at the fan blade design. See how it's curved inwards versus curving outwards. So it's going to pull the air this way. Same thing with the bottom fans, how they're curved differently. They're bringing air in versus pushing it down and away. Yep, there's the way they scoop. Like they're scooping air back this way versus scooping air that way. All done there, looking good. So you're ready to light this bad boy up. Should I put a Shop 5080 in here just for the post chat? Or light it up? Throw on our shop card. Beautiful 5080 shop card we have here for testing. There we go, chat, all in there. 5080, a little funkage. There it is, chat. Take off the screen cover. Ooh, dude, AJ, these new, the higher end panoramas in black, that thing looks incredible. This is gonna be a really nice one. Probably have to get a new picture for the website, AJ. This would look really good.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.
So just